All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another post-fight discussion. All right, y'all, so I just got a chance to watch this fight. I've been busy tonight, so I really didn't get a chance to watch UFC 311 like that. But, yeah, let's talk about this. Just got done watching the fight. Karol Rosa taking on Ailin Perez. First off, I got to say, I am beginning to become a fan of Ailin Perez, the fighter. I'm not a fan of Ailin Perez, the twerker, but I am a fan of Ailin Perez, the fighter, because in every fight, in my opinion, she is showing growth. She is getting better as a fighter, so I got to give her a lot of respect there. There is a lot of improvements on the feet. I'm liking the lateral movement. You know me, look, as a striking fan, I got to give it up to somebody when they're working on their striking and they're committed to the right hands and they're committed to the strikes as far as combinations and punch placement. Ailin Perez is putting it together. Not saying she's the best at her striking yet, but she's definitely making she's definitely putting some effort and she's showing some improvements there. All right, so I give her that. But yeah, man, I had to go with Ailin Perez in this fight. I was rooting for Karol Rosa, but when it came down to it, I said, I think Ailin Perez is going to take this fight. That was my final pick because I think she's just more of a well-rounded fighter, a budding well-rounded fighter at that. Because Karol Rosa, I think she's more settled into being a striker now, and that's what she's comfortable at. She's comfortable at just kind of like beelining in, landing some hard leg kicks, landing combinations, and just hoping that she can break you down, and not everybody's going to be there for that. Somebody like Ailin Perez who understands that lateral movement is important, she's going to be moving and looking for openings, and that's what Ailin Perez did. She used her grappling in this fight. She outstruck Karol Rosa at times and just controlled the fight until that third round. That's where Ailin Perez started to get into her rhythm. Not Ailin Perez, but Karol Rosa started to get in her rhythm a little bit more with the leg kicks. And that's what I thought she was going to do in the first couple of rounds, was just use her jab and land leg kicks, kind of blind with the jab and throw leg kicks. But she seemed to have trouble with that because Ailin Perez is a strong fighter. I will say she is pretty strong. Her clinches, they were kind of giving Karol Rosa trouble in the first couple of rounds. Matter of fact, the first round, you could see like that strength from Ailin Perez. The first takedown attempt from Ailin Perez got denied, but when she body locked Karol Rosa, you could see like the strength kind of move Karol Rosa back. Like Karol Rosa had to do everything she could to really keep her balance intact. Like she almost stumbled back and went down, but she denied the first takedown. But then Ailin Perez, she used a couple of feints again, and then she dropped levels again. And the second attempt, she got a good hard takedown. And she got some good ground control time in the first round, and just got some work in on the in the half guard position, but didn't really get too much done as far as like damaging shots. It was Karol Rosa who was landing like little shots off of her back, but still I think that Perez was more effective on top with her ground control. And at one point she just let Karol Rosa back up, to I guess just to kind of reset, because she had to avoid one of the up kicks that almost caught her. And then she went back to using her lateral movement and landing combinations, and she did land a good spinning back fist, I believe, in the first round on Karol Rosa. But Karol Rosa was just kind of landing the singles. Like she couldn't really home in. Her leg kicks were there. Like as far as singles, she landed like one good hard leg kick in the first round, but that was about it. I think she kind of picked it up a little bit. Like she did land a couple of good body shots and good strikes here and there, but I would still give Perez the first round off of landing a few more significant strikes in my opinion, plus the takedown. Just that control as far as her lateral movement. The second round, I thought Ailin Perez did another good job of securing a takedown again. She got another takedown in the second round, getting some good ground control time in the half guard position again. Karol Rosa kind of struggled to get back to her feet. That was actually closer to like the second half of the round, but the beginning of the second round, I thought Ailin Perez did a really good job of just, moving side to side and outstriking Karol Rosa again. She was the one actually throwing more strikes and landing, throwing a couple of good left hooks here and there off of her jab and, just moving, making Karol Rosa chase her. The third round, though, that's where Karol Rosa started to close that distance a little bit more. She started popping Perez with them leg kicks, and a couple of them leg kicks hurt. Like a couple of them leg kicks were stinging because she got a reaction out of Perez, but I think Perez did a good job of just, escaping a lot of the hard follow-ups. Karol Rosa couldn't get off any more shots after she would land that one hard leg kick. Like here and there, she would land like a leg kick, maybe a body shot. But from there, after she would sting Ailin Perez still had the strength to get up out of there, so she would circle out. So yeah, I had the fight 29-28. I think that it was 2 rounds to 1 for Ailin Perez. I think she just did more work as far as, landing in bunches, securing 2 takedowns in the first and second round with pretty much just ground control time. Karol Rosa, I think she just kind of fights in one way. She continues to fight just as that one way defensive / offensive striker. She's really cautious, and she doesn't really like get out of position. She doesn't get out of position to take too many risks. It's like she just beelines in, and she doesn't like to step out of like her comfort zone to get off more shots than she needs to. She'll land a hard leg kick, repeat. 1, 2, 3, repeat. The left hook, right hand, repeat. So after a while, that's kind of easy to adjust to. All you have to do is just step out to the side and to the left and use lateral movement and drop a level and take her down and put her on her back, and that's where she gets stuck. So I need to see Karol Rosa kind of mix it up a little bit more, not be so stiff, be ready to be poised and stuff takedowns and, sprawl, and then, counter with her own takedowns, because Karol Rosa, she's strong. She's a big fighter. She's a thick fighter. She should be taking girls down as well and controlling more, off of her back with her hips, So need to see her kind of add a little bit more to her game from here. But Ailin Perez, man, yeah, like I said, I got to give her respect. She just beat a top 10 fighter. Karol Rosa's number 9. So this puts her into the top 10 now. So from here, Ailin Perez called out, I believe she called out Juliana Pena, or was talking junk about Juliana Pena, and she called out Kayla Harrison, of course. So she's doing right to just kind of put herself in that position to be around these other fighters now. And that's what we need. The bantamweight division needs fighters like her, Kayla Harrison, Jacqueline Cavalcanti, Norma Dumont. So yeah, bantamweight is starting to pick it up a little bit. Starting to pick it up with some new fighters. I definitely want to see who they match her up with from here. It could be somebody like Yana Santos, Miesha Tate, Irene Aldana. Any of those names of experience would be good for Ailin Perez as of right now. But yeah, man, decent fight, good growth from Ailin Perez, guys. Let me know what y'all thought of the fight. If y'all saw it, Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.